Hello, I am here with my God Yahweh, and I am the Black Jew, and we are here to teach another fabulous lesson. And the title of this video is going to be Evil Karmics Using Their Children to Sacrifice slash Siphon Energy. We are first going to start off by thanking Yahweh for providing another wonderful video. We are also going to light a little bit of sage to clear all the negative energy out of our space. And for those of you who don't have any, don't worry about it. We're going to do it for you, okay? Hold tight. And let me get it lit so we can get it started here. Okay. Okay, I got it lit right there. Let's see. There we go. In the name of Yahweh, I ask that you cleanse all negative energy out of our area, out of all of those who are watching our content, out of their area, God. Cleanse all negative energy. And I ask that you anoint and that you bless all of those who come to watch our content and interact in the name of Yahweh with us. I pray that they have many blessings, healing, that you will instruct them on their divine path to righteousness, and that you will heal any sicknesses in their bodies or to the people that are connected to them who need healing. And I also ask that you enlighten them with the truth of the Most High God, Yahweh. We give all thanks, honor, and glory unto thy holy, glorious, and precious namesake. Amen. Okay. First of all, here I go. I want the evil karmics to know, because they keep on asking, is my magic working? Is my magic working on the collective? Well, if you sent happy magic, then yes. But if you sent evil, grumpy magic, no, it's not working. Okay? Go find yourself a new job, okay? Because I'm feeling wonderful. Probably better than I have felt in a very long time. Your magic is just bouncing off of me. That's it. And it's going right back to the sender, which is you. And that's why you're crying. And you're begging God to stop the karma. Why would he stop the karma? You've got a lot of karma to pay back, okay? And we're going to get into this karma about these kids that you've hurt. And you thought you could cast magic upon my children and get away with that? Know one thing. You just wrote your own death sentence, okay? Because I'm going to rip the earth from up under your feet and let you fall into the pit of hell that you belong in. Know one thing. The magic I mess with that are gifts from my God, I don't have to do abracadabra. I don't have to mix potions. I don't have to do nothing except think your end into my existence. I told you to stand down and sit down, and you refused to do so. You didn't want to do that. I told you to stop throwing rocks and hiding your hands, because you know I don't care what you tell them people out there on the streets or on your fake little video channel or what have you. You already know I can throw down. I don't care how many females you gather up. And all the females that know me know I'll get with it in a heartbeat. Okay? So all that stuff you ladies are talking, you sex workers, okay, are talking. You need to go ahead and get on that sex worker bus that's waiting on the corner for you, okay? Because you're not going to want to deal with this. Because I will work out in a heartbeat. Also, I cannot believe that you followed my stepmother, that idiot, with a third-grade education. And this is including my son and my daughter, who followed their grandmother, who's a lesbian, and has been sleeping with your Auntie Rena. But see, she's always trying to tell my business and put my business in the street. And one thing about my mother, I'm going to let you know. I know that you put my information on the dark web. My social security number, all of my personal information. But let me tell you something. Don't forget, I have your social security number too, okay? You want to play like that? We can play like that. I have your social security number and all your personal information. Let's see how you like it, okay? Let's talk about the last time I visited you. And I talked you into getting those boys some bunk beds because you were sleeping with those little boys. And I did not like it. And then we bought the bunk beds and you were still sleeping with those little boys because you know what? You're a pedophile. Your whole coven is. You're a pedophile. My ex-husband is a pedophile. Rena is a pedophile. You all pedophiles. And you're trafficking children and you're having sex with children in our family. And for you parents who are out here today, I'm talking about this gang stalking thing that's going on where these people are attached to these covens, these secret societies, whether they be the Freemasons, the Illuminati, the Eastern Stars, all these weak links. And you're angry because guess what? I've crumbled their foundation. They will not be getting up. And you tried to hide the fact that you were trafficking children, sacrificing children for their sacral energy. You're disgusting and you're gross. And you need, just like I said, this is past going to prison. They need to just cut your heads off. Cut your private parts off so that you don't have nothing to, you don't have nothing to stick in nobody else. Grow up. You know how many adults are out here? You don't need to be having sex with children, sacrificing them, trying to, running nude up under the moonlight on the beach. And what a sight that must be. Because I can't even imagine my mom throwing them backpacks over her shoulder and running on the beach. Really? Last time I was there, you could tuck them things in your belt. That's how low that fruit was hanging, okay? And you running on the beach nude? 84 years old? Oh, God. Ooh, God. I can't even imagine the sight. I cover my eyes. You need to stop acting like you're 21 when you are 84 years old, paying young people, young men, to have sex with you. I can't even comprehend a man that would stoop that low and jump into the bed with a bag of wrinkles. I can't imagine that. How do you just jump into the bed with a bag of wrinkles and love on it? Where do you kiss? Do you kiss between the crevices? I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out. And don't even, every time you spread your legs, ain't nothing but dust. You ancient. Ain't nothing but dust. You need to sit down and close your legs. Because you and all my sisters, you all have HIV. And you running around spreading it. And the Coven, that's why the Coven kicked you out of there, because you spread that disease to the whole Coven. But that's what the Coven gets. That's what the LBGT Coven gets. And you thought that I did not know that you were all gay? Oh, I knew it. And I knew you were trying to turn me out. But you can't turn this out. You cannot turn this out. I'm never going to be interested in another woman. Or a homosexual man. That's never been my vibe. And it's never going to be my vibe. And you're angry because I'm putting your business out in the street. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. And believe me, you got some secrets that you don't want me to tell. And for my children who have messed around with this James Golder, who has AIDS, guess what? If I were you, I would get to the hospital real quick and have an AIDS test done. Don't tell your daddy about it, because he's a faggot and he's got AIDS. Just like your grandmother who was sleeping with your dad, she got AIDS. Auntie Rena got AIDS. Shelly Adcock, she got AIDS. Everybody involved in this coven has AIDS. And that's another reason why I'm bringing this to the forefront, because you adults that belong to these sex covens, you know you have AIDS, you have syphilis, you have gonorrhea, you have herpes, you got everything, every sexual disease on the face of the earth, and you've got the audacity to lay down with a child? And for the law enforcement, I'm letting you know right now, those investigators that are watching, if any of these children come down with a sexually transmitted disease, it came from my family members, excuse me, in this coven who believe in practicing incest in our family. And that's what they didn't want me to know. That's why they didn't want me to be a part of it, because they knew one thing. I was going to raise Cain, and anybody involved was going to get an ass whipping. And I'm not lying about that. That's why they had to hide it from me. And for those of you who are going through the same thing that I'm going through with this gang stalking and all of this these covens and sacrificing children and siphoning their energy and sacral energy. Enough is enough. And for my neighbors who live in this neighborhood who participated in this buffoonery, you're all getting sued. You're all getting sued. Because you're a bunch of sick you-know-whats. You're sick. Anybody who can lay down with an innocent child is sick. And yes, I have some scriptures for you. Let's start with Isaiah. I'm going to start reading at Isaiah 14 and 12. And we're going to read about the Karmics' father. For those of you who want to follow along, you can. If not, it doesn't matter because I'm going to be reading the scripture from my Bible. And you can always come back to the video and write down the scriptures if you would like to later. Okay, here we go. This will be Isaiah 14 and 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into the heavens. I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. And that's where I'm going to stop. And that was Isaiah 14 verses 12 through 14. So for the Karmics, this is your father who has fallen from heaven. And like father, like son, like daughter, you've also fallen. Did you think that God did not see you when you were molesting those children? Did you really think that? Did you think that I did not know what was going on? It may have taken me some time to catch on. But now that my gifts are in full effect, oh, believe me, I see what you do in the darkness, okay? And I'm definitely going to bring it to the light. And for my family members who think that you can show up and bribe me with some money and talk about, oh, let's, keep a secret. Let's keep it to ourselves. I don't keep secrets. I'm a truth teller, okay? Speaker. Don't come here with no money. You cannot buy me. You cannot give me gifts and gratuities to turn a blind eye to what's been going on with these children that you have been molesting. And that's one thing the children know about in this family, whether you've done, black magic on them or not. They know one thing. Auntie Sophia, she don't play that crap. They all know that about me. And I have gotten on you guys about mistreating other children in our family. That's why you didn't want me to know. Because once I get into it, it's over. It's over. And the way you almost ruined Blake, my mother, Barbara Jean Carter, Rena Bernadette Anderson, They almost ruined my nephew. When I got him, that child was such a mess. Shaking uncontrollably. Still having accidents in his bed at night from the terror that you created in his life. And when I found out about it, I took him in and I put a stop to it. He knew he was protected. And nobody in the family could say a word about it. Why? Because I'm the alpha female in this family, okay? And all you whores, stand down to me. When I come around, you stand down because I'm the alpha. And my God is the alpha and the omega. So stop playing with me. And you think I'm not coming after you for what you've done to these children? You ruined their lives. Trying to get money off of them, trying to siphon their energy, trying to have sex with them. And then you want to sit there and you want to hide all that stuff in the closet. And my mother, she's one of those, she thinks I'm disrespectful because you know what? Because I'm the type of person, I'm going to open up the closet. And I'm going to let all the skeletons fall out. I'm tired of using these old practices from my ancestors and my forefathers where we don't talk about what goes on in the house. Well, guess what? I do. I talk about it. Because I want people to know that what you do is unacceptable. You want to sacrifice somebody? Sacrifice yourself. You want to essay somebody? Essay yourself, weirdo. And I tell you one thing. I better not find out that any of these children have any type of venereal disease. Because if that's the case, you might as well kiss your ass goodbye. I'm going to tell you that right now. Kiss your ass goodbye. And we're going to go to some scriptures and read about what's going to happen to you people who have done this and thought that you got away with something. You didn't get away with nothing. You didn't get away with nothing. Okay? Okay, everybody. Let's head over to Matthew 18:6. We're going to see what Matthew's got to say today. Okay, Matthew 18:6, and I'm reading from the KJV. But whoso shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, and that he were drowned in the depth of the sea. Let's not stop there. Let's go see what Mark's got to say. Okay, Mark, what do you got? Here we are. Mark 9:42. And it states, and whosoever shall offend one of these little ones that believe in me, it is better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, and he were cast into the sea. So see, this is your fate. And you think you can move around and you think you can hide. And this is also for, let me tell you, for those of you who are going through this and your children are being attacked by family members and things like that and trying to hide the fact. Because what they will do, they will pay these children. They'll pay them some little chump change, not realizing that, guess what? Yeah, they're going to be attacked from something that, guess what, is always going to be a part of their life. They're you know, and people say you can heal from that stuff. I don't believe that. I believe that some portion of that assault is always going to be a part of your life. It's always going to be a part of your life. And I can't imagine, and you sit there and try to tell people, I'm sick. Oh, I'm sick? And then you tried to tell the lie that I molested a child when you know that was you that molested a child. You not only molested a child, you killed a child. Tell the truth now. You think I can't see what you do? You think I don't know what's going on? And for the adults who are having sex with the adult children in our family, they don't know no better. All these adult children act like they know everything, but they don't know the dangers that lie in their path when they don't listen to their mother. And my stupid daughter, Bianca Nicole Curry, she went and woke up the crypt out of the grave, her father. That gay homosexual HIV individual. Now they all got HIV. And he's mad, trying to bring a case against me, lying about me, saying that I'm a horrible mother. Really? How would you know? Because you sure wasn't there. You sure were not there. I had to pull on your ears just to get you to pay $300 a month for 2 children. Welfare pays more than that. And you have the audacity to talk about I wasn't a good mother and this and that and the other when you were never there. You were never there. I bought all their school clothes. I didn't need your money because I made enough money. And anybody who knows me knows I took wonderful care of my children. There's nothing that my children went without. And I took care of everybody else's children in the family. That's why I said I wish my nieces and my nephews would say something against me. Because now that you're grown, I'm not going to spare your feelings. I'm going to let you know how your mammy set your dirty behinds on my front porch like you were trash. Because what? Oh, she was trying to be a movie star. And she was never nothing. She still ain't nothing. And if you want to talk about me, come talk about me to my face so I can let you know who used to buy your diapers and your Similac and feed you and make sure you went to the best schools, put you on my medical, my dental to make sure you got your teeth fixed and got caught up in school from being, put in one school, snatched out of this school, put in another school, snatched out of that school. I'm the only one who cared enough to step up and take care of you. You want to talk stuff about me? Come to my face and talk stuff so I can knock your teeth out. Do that. And for Mr. He-Man out there, you so confused you don't know if you're He-Man or She-Man. Sit down, Angelique. Sit down. You're gay. You got mental problems. You don't know what you are. One day you want to get breast implants. The next day you want to get you want to get a wee-wee. What's going on with you? Okay? What's going on? You sick. Sit down. And for Stephen, who's joined obviously the cult, you're weak. Which you need to be checking on. You need to be getting some blood tests on them children. Because one of them children belongs to somebody else. Because your girl is what? A ho-ho. And I don't mean like a Twinkie or a ding-dong. She a ho-ho. Okay? I know it hurts. But take it like a man. Because obviously you've been lacking on the job. You wasn't putting it down and somebody slid into first base. Okay? And then second and third. And got a home run out of it. I can't, That's your stupidity. Okay? For thinking that she wasn't going, yeah. Crack them legs open. She always been that, okay? Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. And stop messing with me. And the cops need to be checking your house because you ain't got nothing but drugs in that house. So for the investigators, yeah, you need to go check Steven's house. See what he got going on up in there, okay? Because you guys know you're out there trafficking drugs with these children. You so worried about what I'm doing in my life. Who I'm seeing, who I'm dating, who I'm sleeping with, who I'm marrying, who I'm getting pregnant by. You're so worried about what I'm doing that you're not even taking care of these innocent children. They did not ask to be born into this mess, this nonsense. And you have a responsibility and an obligation to raise those kids properly. And if you knew you wanted to party and you wanted to suck on a glass pipe and shoot up heroin between your toes, you should have never had children. And for my mother, you need to stay out of my life and stop trying to deter anybody who likes me or is interested in me from dating me because you want to tell them lies. Oh, she's a whore. What mother speaks like that about her daughter? That's not jealous. You so busy trying to be me. You two gap-toothed whores. You and Rena. You may have had them huge gaps closed, but you still lying. You still lying. Now I remember when you were so insecure, both you and Rena, because you could run a train in between them gaps that you had. Yeah. And now you're a disgrace to the whole family. You have messed this family up so bad by sleeping with the children in our family and by sleeping with each other. You sleep with anybody's husband. You don't care who it is. You sleep with the children. You just do all kinds of diabolical stuff. When will you grow up? When will you grow up? It's embarrassing. And you want me to commit suicide? No, you go commit suicide. And I'm testifying today right here on this video to everybody who even knows me or knows my story. I'm never going to commit suicide. I don't believe in it. It goes against my religious beliefs. I do not believe in committing suicide. And for all of you karmics that have been, taking out insurance policies on people and acting like they committed suicide, them people didn't commit suicide. You killed them. And you know you did. What about the bodily remains that is in somebody's garage? Did you get that out? Or in the shed? Did you get that out? Yeah, let's talk about you. Let's talk about what's going on with you and what you've been doing. And then you got nerve enough to say, let's do a shut up spell on her. She needs to shut her mouth. I ain't never going to shut my mouth. And there ain't no shut up spell that can sew these lips together. All right? Shut up spell of that, okay? Because I'm going to speak the truth. And I don't care who likes it and who doesn't. If you big and bad enough to come shut me up, then come shut me up instead of hiding behind a tree and throwing rocks. No, you ain't going to come shut this up because I'm a bad mofo. Run up on this and see what happens, okay? Act froggy and get embarrassed in front of all your friends and this community where you went and taken their money, stole their money, and tried to say I stole their money. I didn't steal their money. You stole their money. Stop taking out insurance policies on people and then going back and killing them and collecting on the insurance policy. For my stepmother, you've done this like 6 or 7 times, and they looking at it. You going to jail. I don't care if you're 84 years old. You're going to jail. You like to have sex so much? Good. Because I can guarantee you when the lights go out at night, that's all you're going to be doing. You're going to be on your knees, okay? And everybody going to be taking advantage of you. Because you're trash. That's why. You're all going to jail. And I can't wait to see you there. I want to see all these little flying monkeys behind bars. I want to see it. And I will not stop until you're all there. You're all going down. Can't you see that I have crumbled the foundation of all these secret societies? They scared of me. I ain't scared of them. The government is scared of me. The president is scared of me. Because they know if they run up on this, they're going to start World War III. Trump is no match for me. He better worry about gluing that toupee down on his head. That's what he need to worry about. And them Epstein files. Yeah, reveal the people in those, caught up in those diabolical situations. Knowing you was there. Along with every other celebrity. And for these celebrities that think you're attacking me, I'm going to take down your platform, okay? I don't give a damn how much money you got. You come for me, and it's home. Don't start none, won't be none. But once you get me started, believe me, you're not even going to know I'm coming for you. Because Yahweh, he don't play, and my ancestors don't play. And they coming for you. And there is not a damn thing the law can do. Why? Because you started this. And you came after these children And you're taking them up underground and trafficking the mothers, the single mothers. You go after single mothers and children. And you thought you could come for me. But you didn't realize, you didn't know who I was. But now that you know, you better be shaking in your boots. You better be shaking in your boots, because you're all dying one by one. Do you think that's a coincidence? You keep thinking that's a coincidence as I watch you fall one by one. While I'm eating my popcorn and drinking my soda and watching the show go down. Did you think you could sit behind the scenes and watch and laugh at me while you cast magic out at me to see how I was going to recover? She goes, well, now it's my turn. And believe me, when you go down, you're not going to get up like me. You're not going to get up. And not only that, I'm letting the investigators know. Go into the woods where they frequently visit. There are dead bodies in the forest. And in the water, because they like to go to the beach a lot and run around butt naked, singing kumbaya. Can you imagine a bunch of 60 to 80-year-old people running around on the beach up under the moonlight, singing kumbaya and casting love magic against people and spells? I know God's got to be disgusted. He don't want to see that. Put your clothes on. Don't nobody want to see no old women and men running around on the beach casting spells, singing kumbaya. I don't know who you fools think you are. And then on top of it, you guys always want to, you want to smoke crack and do meth and do this, all this stuff. And then you want to engage. And then what's so bad about it, you're putting tranquilizers in the children's food and drinks so that you can commit these lewd acts and film them and put it on the black web. You think I don't know what's going on? Just like you took pictures of me, James Golder, and you tried to do AI on those pictures and sell them on the black web like it was me. But it wasn't me. It was my sister who went and had a facelift to look like me. So you're a liar. No, I didn't commit any lewd acts on the black web. That was my sister who had a facelift to look like me, and that's why you guys had the camera so far away, because you know that wasn't me doing those lewd acts. I'm a woman of 10 years of celibacy, okay? And you ain't never seen this behind on the dark web, not this behind. You've seen hers, because she ain't nothing but a hoe with HIV. She's a hoe with HIV, and you know it. Because you slept with her, you slept with my mama, you slept with my ex-husband, you slept with my children. Enough is enough, dude, and you think I don't know what you're doing behind the scenes? And then on top of that, you all went behind my back and you tried to deter my divine masculine, who knows what's going on. Because I put him up on game, okay? Not only that, he's highly clairvoyant. So you can't deceive him. And you're, James Golder, you're just mad because you know what? I told you no. I don't want you. You sleep with my family, I don't want you. You're trash. You're not going on this new journey with me. You're not getting my cup of love. You're not impregnating me. With that ED, you better worry about getting that fixed, Mr. Slinky. Okay? Because if it ain't hard as a rock, I don't do Slinky. Okay? I don't do Slinkyville. But I'm here serving you notice, and stop running around in front of people acting like, oh, I don't know why she mad at me and this and that and the other. Because you stole my inheritance. You know what's going on. Stop acting like you don't know what's going on and telling people you're married to me and you go with me. You're not married to me. I'm a single woman. You don't go with me. So stop lying. Who wants a man with HIV that's on the down low? And you're mad because I outed you, my ex-husband, and all these men that are a part of this boys club, all my exes. They all gay. They all gay and they hate women. And that's why they act out the way they do. But I tell you one thing, they'll do a little child in a minute. And let me tell you something, James Golder, you're going to be found out for those children that you molested and all the people that you guys have unalived. And I'm going to be there to help them solve these crimes. And I'm not going to have no mercy. Because you know I know things that you do not want out. And that's why you've been stealing my mail, trying to keep me from making it to court. Because what? You hired a fake judge. And that was what I was questioning last time. You know, if the courts want me to make it to court and they know that my mail is being intercepted and stolen, why would you send it? Why would you send the rest of the court dates through the mail? You know why? Because of the crooked judge you hired. The one that you street workers have been sleeping with and bribing him with money and sex and whatever. Well, guess what? He's been removed off the bench. And then you secretly use that fake judge to put a conservatorship over me? Trying to make people think that I'm crazy, get me locked up in a mental institution? Know one thing. I'm more sane than all you fools put together in a jar, okay? And that's another thing I want to speak about. Stop putting people in the jar and freezers. It's getting old. Find some new techniques. And stop sleeping with the children. I want to keep harping on that. How do you wake up in the morning and look in the mirror knowing that you violated a child? How do you go to bed at night and sleep peacefully knowing you've violated a child and impregnated somebody underage, James Golder? That's all you want to do is violate children. You're sick. And you talking about, yeah, she need to, hang herself. No, you need to hang yourself. I'm not out there molesting children, okay? I'm trying to make a difference in the world. I'm trying to save the lives of children who their parents are sacrificing them and allowing the coven to do whatever the hell they want to do to these children. And for the covens that want me to shut up, come shut me up. You don't like what I'm saying? Come shut me up. That's right. Sit down. Because your foundation is crumbling and it's not going to stand again. And you don't like it. And let me tell you, the government, all these people, they caught up in this. The FBI, CIA, all these fools. And I'm not saying they're all bad, but they need to do some house cleaning. If you know that somebody's mail is being hijacked and redirected to a P.O. box overseas, wouldn't that tell you that this is going to have to be a letter that's going to be hand delivered? And that's why I knew that the judge was crooked, because he kept sending the mail. He kept sending the court dates in the mail, knowing that my mail was being intercepted. Now they're finding out he was a part of the setup, along with cops that I used to work with. And for all the cops I used to work with, oh, believe me, when I'm done with you, you won't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, because I'm going to take everything you got. Even if it means taking your life, I'm going to take it. Why? Because I'm the boss, and I'm the new boss in town. And you owe me. And I'm going to take it out of the back of your behind wherever I can get it. I don't care if your kids don't eat. I don't care if you don't have a car to drive in. No, you need to be walking anyway. That's what you need to be doing. You don't need a house. Living on the streets. Isn't that what you did to other people? When you robbed them, you ruined their life, and you left them with absolutely nothing? Well, guess what? Return to sender. Okay? Return to sender. And for people who are connected to these people, you're going down with them. Because you know what? You have participated in things, and you've seen things going down with children that you refuse to report. And my mother and my husband think I don't know that while I was at work working my behind off, you guys were reporting me to CPS? Really? And you know I take good care of my children. But you know what? CPS could never call me in. You know why? Because they knew my children had everything. You couldn't even get me caught up with CPS. Oh, I know the little secrets. My mother sleeping with my husband in front of my kids. You're disgusting. You will sleep with a dog, because that's what you are. That's why your mama didn't like you. My grandma couldn't stand you. You're trash. She couldn't stand you, and you knew it. And then every time I turn my back, you're talking stuff about me. You want to talk stuff about me? Bring it to my face so I can knock your face off. Yeah, you don't want to do that, do you? Yeah, And all your little flying monkeys. But ain't nobody following you no more, because guess what? It ain't funny no more. People watching magic get cast on me. That's not funny no more. Because guess what? Y'all going to jail. Let's laugh about that. Hee hee ha ha. Because that's funny to me. That's real funny to me. Now I get a chance to sit back and laugh. And don't you dare show up at my house. Because you all know you have restraining orders against you. You show up here at my house, you going straight to jail. Okay? Try it. Act big and bad. Try it and see what happens. And for my divine masculine, you so jealous. Leave that man alone. And you street workers, you whores, you guys just want to sleep with him. He don't want you. He doesn't want you. And you're angry about it. And as I said before, our divine masculines are for our divine feminines, and our divine feminines are for our divine masculines. And for the karmic masculines, stop getting at us. We don't want you. We don't want you. And stop being out there in the streets acting like, oh, we go together, we marry. No, we don't. We don't go together. And then you've got the audacity to keep on saying, oh, we got unfinished business. We ain't never had no business together. There is no unfinished business with you, idiot. I don't want you. It's over. It's been over. And stop trying to come in between me and my divine masculine. Because I love my divine masculine and you just jealous because I don't love you. And you're so sick because you're really angry because you really didn't want me. You wanted the divine masculine because you're a faggot. But you know what? No. You take your little toothpick and stick it in somebody else because this belongs to me, okay? Don't even look at that because you will not be doing anything with that, okay? Go find somebody who's gay like you, okay? And then all you men talking about you going on a boys trip and a boys outing and you be in the hotel room and I saw y'all dressed in dresses and oh my goodness, and wigs and heels, and I was like, what is going on up in here? Oh, but see, you think people can't see behind closed doors, Is that what you thought? You a liar. I saw you. Y'all got that rash all over your balls and, oh, Lord, on your wand. And then you got nerve enough to talk about, oh, divine feminine, I want to come back. No, you don't. No, you don't. Come back where? You ain't never been here. This is a man I've never met. And this is a man that claims he's had sex with me when I'm 10 years team celibate. The only reason why he's saying these things is because he's embarrassed because he waited 10 years for these cookies and still didn't get a taste. That's embarrassing. Anytime you spend 10 years trying to sleep with a woman and you walk out empty-handed. But if you won't tell your friends, I'll tell your friends. Because you were trying to save face, and that's why you was talking stuff about me, because you were mad because I turned you down and I said no, that you're not coming on this new journey with me, and my cup of love is going to be going to my new divine masculine. I don't care how much you kick, scream, cry with your bipolar behind, because you got mental illness, okay? You wouldn't know a good woman if it bit you in the back of the behind, okay? And no, you cannot have this. You cannot get with this. You cannot lay with this. You cannot marry this. You cannot leech off of this. Your leeching days for my family, my mother, it's time for you to get a job, okay? Simply like that. I'm tired of supporting adults. Get a job and stop messing with the children. These children don't deserve that. And children are easily influenced. You know, you give them a little bit of money or whatever, and they'll let you pretty much do anything, not realizing that this is foul. It's vile. But you're going to pay for the things that you've done. And I'm going to tell all of you right now, you better keep your hands off my children and stop messing with my children, Rena, with your ape-looking face. You'll sleep with anything. And you've got such a complex because you know you was the ugliest one in the family, looking like Kunta Kinte with your nappy head and that bone nose you was wearing. And don't even talk about them soup coolers that you was wearing around trying to kiss people with. Disgusting. You better stand down from my children. Because you talking about you want to get at this. But let me tell you something. I will get at you. Okay? And let's see what your friends think when I'm kicking your behind down the street like the piece of crap that you are. And that goes for your mammy too, with her gap tooth behind. These two fools had gaps between their teeth that you could put a D between, okay? And that's exactly what they was doing. That's probably how they got the gaps. Just because you got some veneers don't mean I won't knock them out so people can see the real you, see what you really look like. Stop playing with me. You can see your lives are going down. They're hitting rock bottom. You can no longer lie to the communities and say, oh, it's the collective. It's the collective. The collective is doing bad. The collective is, the collective is in poverty. The collective is sick. No, it ain't the collective. It's you. The collective is doing just fine. And you know me, every so often I have to show up and pop off to let you know that the magic is not working. To let you know you're not going to walk in my skin and pretend to be me. You've been committing crimes in my name because, James Golder, you stole my ID. You're going to pay for that. You stole my identification. You put my information, my sister and my mother put my information on the dark web. You think I didn't know about that? I know about it all. I know about it all. That's why I said, no, ain't no need of you coming here asking for forgiveness, because there will be no communication, no compromise, no forgiveness, no reconciliation, no accepting of apologies, and definitely no spinning the block. Don't come here and ask for forgiveness. Don't ask for no money. And the PPL loans that you took out in my name to get people cars and houses and all that, oh, that's all coming back to me. Because I'm getting everything you own. Everything you own, including my inheritance and my property that my grandfather and grandmother left me, that you killed, James Golder, to steal that inheritance. And you think I didn't know you killed them? They came to me and they told me they wanted justice for what you did to them and how you set them up and stole their money, their inheritance that was meant for me. And know one thing, I'm never going to stop. Even if it means me taking my money out of the back of your ass, you're going to pay my money back. All of you fools are going to pay my money back. And you're going to live a life of poverty and disease and sickness. You're never going to make it to the top. Why? Because the top wasn't meant for you. You're bottom feeders. You're low vibrational people, and bottom feeders don't get to enjoy royalty. And you've been living off my money and collecting payments in my name. Whoever is driving the Corvette for the investigators, he's still collecting monthly payments off of my inheritance, and I want it to stop immediately. Anybody collecting any type of payments off of my inheritance, it needs to stop. And the overseas accounts, the foreign accounts where you've got my money in, oh, I'm going to get that. Because one thing you know, all your accounts and your funds have been frozen. So you can't touch nothing. You can't touch nothing. And my money is what? My money belongs to me, okay? So stop checking my accounts, watching my money, which is none of your business, watching what type of job I'm going to get, which is none of your business, watching what type of man I'm going to marry, which is none of your business. Because believe me, I'm going to take care of him. And for all my exes, they know it. They know I'm going to put it down. But you ain't going to be around. Okay? And you can be slobbering at the mouth. You can do whatever you want to do. But you not coming back. When I fire you, I fire you. Okay? You was fired and put on ice a long time ago. Don't even think about coming back around here. And for my ex-husband trying to get me caught up with CPS, I have the receipts of how much I spent every month, every day to raise your children while you were on the road. Yeah, getting your backside blown out. Tell your children the truth instead of lying on me as a mother. Tell your children the truth that you're a faggot with HIV. And for my children, if you don't have this disease, you better get away from these people, including your grandmother, your father, James Golder, he's the one that spread it to the whole coven. And now he's trying to act innocent. He went as far as to get a false, clean bill of health. And everybody he came around to, he would pull out this paper and go, I'm clean, knowing that dude had HIV. And that's why the health authority and officials are after this dude. Because they know there are women who have started a class action lawsuit that this dude was running around impregnating women on purpose and giving their children HIV. What type of man is this? This is not a man. This is a monster. Anybody who would do that is a monster because of your own selfish needs. Because you want to get your rocks off when you know you like scrotums hanging in your face, on your lips. That's what you like. You don't even like women. And for the women who mess with you, they need to get a life, and they need to cut you off and let you know, no. You like scrotum, then go get that. And stop messing around with our women, impregnating them on purpose when you know you don't like women. That boys club you got going on, none of you guys like women. Fletcher, with his gay behind. I bet you Tanya sat her behind down after that last prophecy I gave of you and your ex-wife having sex. I know she went and sat her chocolate-covered behind down. Let me tell you something, Tanya. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. And for you, Fletcher, that's why your son's gay, because you was going up inside of him. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Oh, you can get as mad as you want to. And you had nerve enough to, try to blame that on your wife. You're the man. You're responsible for raising your son. If it's gay, if he's gay, it's because the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. You gay. And you're angry about it. You're angry about it. That's your fault. If you're a father and you can't raise a man, that's your fault. Stop cross-dressing and going on the boys' trips. Yeah. And running around in drag. And acting like you don't know why your son is gay. Don't play with me, chocolate boy. Sit your toothpick behind down. You don't know me like that. And for the rest of you out there, Shelley, Mayfield, all you fools, I'm going to rip the earth from up under your feet. Because when I'm done with you, you're not going to have nothing. And let's not forget about the drug trafficking. And running around with my ID on you that you know you have no business with. Taking out loans in my name, using my credit, whatever. Oh, believe me, that's going to catch up with you. And it's all coming back around. And for the judge out there who keeps on sending my court mail through the mail, find another way, idiot. Find another way to send my mail. Because you know you're a part of this criminal activity and this stalking. You've been sleeping with people and people have been paying you money, bribing you to send my important court information, correspondence through the mail. And for the new judge that's on the case, do not send the mail through the U.S. Post Office, okay? Don't be an idiot like the last one who got removed off of the bench, okay? Use your noggin and have it hand delivered, okay? And stop playing. Because believe me, I have some truths that can help solve some cases that I need to speak on that involve my family. And they don't want me to get to court. Believe me, they don't want that. Because they already know what time it is. But I want to end this video with saying, I weep inside for the children and the abuses that their parents have caused them. And what's so sad about it, a lot of times it's being done right up under our noses. We don't even know what's going on. But I want to speak to you beautiful children out there, and I want to let you know, if somebody is hurting you in a sexual way, that they should not be touching you or, hurting you or whatever, please. I don't care if you got to go to school. I don't care if if you see a cop outside, grab him and tell him what's going on. He'll help and protect you. And so will your teachers, hopefully. Those of them who are not caught up in this criminal activity that hurts and kills the spirits of children. Don't give up hope. Call on the name of God. And try to tell somebody of authority what's going on so this nightmare can end for you. Know one thing, God loves you and I love you. And for any kids that see me and something bad is going on in your family, feel free to come to me and I will help you. And I don't give a damn about your parents or nobody else. I wish they would. And this is where Yahweh and I are going to end this video this evening. And for you parents out there, please watch your kids and take care of them and keep them safe. In the name of Yahweh, amen.